Alright, so here's the thing. In the previous episode, I got started with the third scenario in Frostpunk on the hard difficulty. And let's just say that things did not really go the way that I had them planned and the way I had them anticipated. We are currently not in a good position. Now, I don't think I'm quite losing the game yet. I'm just worried that if I keep continuing the way that I have been playing so far, I will likely lose at like day 20 or something along those lines, like a couple hours into the future. So here's the plan. I'm gonna try and play for about another 15 minutes. And if somehow, some way, I manage to salvage the situation, I will go ahead and continue with the game that I've got right now. But if it just, you know, goes from bad to worse, I'll just simply have to restart, I suppose. Yeah, I really think that's the best option. So I got myself some tea. Let's see if we can fix this situation. By the way, for some reason, a lot of you disagreed with my decision to make the churches before giving people homes. What's up with that? I mean... In retrospect, looking back at the episode, I think I'm gonna have to agree, you know, with a lot of things you guys were saying. Let's just say that it did not really go the way that I had it planned. Hope rises though. Loco is back, right? They haven't seen me in a little bit. It's time to get back into the swing of things. There's actually a steam core over here. You guys, get digging, okay? Get digging. Alright, so I've got a lot of people currently hanging out in my city. I wanted to go for the hot houses, but in retrospect, you know what? I'm just gonna abort it. I know it sounds terrible. It's a commitment, but like I mentioned, I really need to make sure that I get this whole situation sorted as soon as possible. And I'm gonna need a lot of these early resources. Like, for example, faster gathering. That would not be a bad option. Like, for example, coal mining. Like, for example, more scouts, right? Like, I need a lot of things. I don't think I can really go ahead and spend any of my steam cores on hot houses right now. Let's go ahead and get started here with coal mining. I need to make sure that I salvage that. I currently don't really have a whole lot to fix that. So let's see if we can get that one underway as soon as possible. And I hope that I will not be running out of coal before this really becomes an issue. What I can do is turn on overdrive and put on steam level 1 temporarily. That shouldn't really make anyone ill right now, I don't think. Or at the very least not more ill than they already were. Let's see if we can... as soon as the morning is here, right? Let's see if we can get some more wood right here out of that wall drill. We got a lot of ill people, guys. This is really bad. One thing I did learn is that I just simply need to manage the amount of wood that I get in this game much better. I actually think I probably should have also not gone into the wall drill in retrospect, right? I think I should have just gone with some of the actual harvesting out here in the world. I think it probably would have been much easier. Alright, well, we're gonna have some food because the people will come back from their hunt in just a little bit. That should hopefully make things just a little bit better. Let us get started here today by grabbing ourselves a road to connect these two houses. So hopefully the people are not gonna sleep next to the generator anymore. Even though I gave them tents, there's no path. So they're like, okay, I guess I'll just sleep next to the generator now. Alright, first things first. I have got a lot of people not doing a whole lot. We need to give them jobs, right? Everyone's gonna have to carry their weight, and I think if I'm gonna dedicate myself to the hunter huts, I'm gonna need quite a few of them. I think the hunter huts are gonna be the way to go. Let's go ahead and make a bit of a road on that end, and as soon as I've got, once again, more lumber available, I will assign more people to the second, hunter's hut here in just a sec, because I'm definitely gonna need more. Let's also make sure that we just fill this one up just because we can. I've got a lot of people just simply standing around, so we may as well. Since they are already on their way right now to that hunter's hut, let's get it started. And you know what? Maybe I even should go for a third one. Maybe I'm crazy, but maybe I should just make another. Just get a whole lot of them. That way we're gonna sort one issue at a time, right? I think that's smart anyway. Alright. I could also go ahead and sign another law. Let's have a look. Is there anything that I need to do here to hopefully make life just a little bit better? I can make a public house. I can make the care house. I will have to make a care house, and then I can get the prosthetics law eventually. Very helpful, of course. We have the public house. Maybe the public house is also a good option, right? I get the fighting arena and the public house. I think both of these are probably gonna help out at the very least in the long run, since a lot of people are rather upset at what I'm doing. Discontent is pretty high. Good guy Loco, not giving you guys any food. But what I can give you is a public house so you can start drinking. Right? Good guy Loco, back at it again. Alright, let us go ahead and make a public house. So hold up, where are, well, I know all my tents are over here, right? I'm just making sure that I got at least some of this reached like that as well. That might not be a bad spot for it necessarily. Right, so this is my fighting pit, by the way. For some reason, people love the fighting pits. I don't judge. Well, I do a little bit, but I try not to. So we want to make one set of tents over on this side. More people are gonna arrive here in a little bit anyway, so it doesn't really matter if I put it down right now or in a little bit. And then we'll build the fighting arena over on that end. And as soon as I can, I'm also gonna start putting down a public house. I think on the other end of the town. It doesn't have to be like perfect, because I feel like I can probably manage discontent and whatnot later on if I somehow manage to, you know, salvage this scenario. Now this is where my healthcare is located. Does this thing actually need any heating? Let me double check that first. The fighting arena, like, it helps out with all of the people that are close by. There can only be one public house in the town, and it needs base heating level 2, so it doesn't need to be close to the center at all. I could just go ahead and put it back in, yeah, in this location over here. Back to where the coal mine is going to be as well. There we go. You know what? I kind of don't want to have it there just because of, like, I kind of want to dedicate this space here to hunter huts. Like, I was thinking that would be a good idea. And the other ring I want it to be the workshops, right? Let's maybe put it closer to the houses, just in case. So this one reaches over on that side. Maybe over here? Should that be okay? I think that's probably okay. So it's pretty much as far away as possible. You can now start drinking, but you're gonna have to walk for a while. Sorry about that. Let's assign more people right here to the hunter's hut as well. And I think that pretty much covers most of this. I do have still some engineers remaining. But all things considered, this is probably the best option. I'm kind of tempted to actually sign the all jobs law right here. Hopeful and discontent will also go up though, so I'm gonna have to be very careful with that one. But I'm kind of tempted to just get it organized like that. Look at that, by the way. You can now see that they're connected differently. This was a patch that they've done recently to this game, where basically there's different aesthetics and whatnot to all of the buildings, and they like connect nicer if you make them in rows. So you see that little connection there? I think that's recent anyway. It's pretty though. It looks very good. Okay. So my coal mining is almost done. These people are gonna be needed soon, so I hope they show up. That research is now good to go. How much does that cost? 25 wood and 10 steel and 1 steam core. Do I have 3 of them or 2? I mean, some people, believe it or not, guys, some people, right? They go the entire game with having problem with the amount of coal they're getting, right? And get this. Turns out there was actually like a 3rd coal mine there all that time. Can you believe that? There's people like that. Can't, it's ridiculous. Actually, I wanted to put my, can I still fit a factory in there? Do you think I can still fit? Hold up. Well, I can't build it right now because I don't have enough wood for it, but could I hypothetically build another one? Okay, the fighting arena has been built, I know that. We do have engineers arriving here in just a second too, so I could use another workshop. Yeah, sadly that's not gonna fit there. It's kind of a shame actually. Not sure how I'm gonna like figure this part out. Maybe I should just make them over here instead. And then we can actually dedicate more of that ring once again to hunter huts. Might not be a bad idea. They don't really need a lot of heat anyway, so it's probably okay. I need some more wood. There we go. Let's connect that. And that's gonna be that mine taken care of in just a little bit. Alright. So my technology once again has advanced already. Kind of tempted to just go with the faster gathering. Maybe I should go and pick up the steelworks though. I'm a little hesitant about the amount of steel that I'm getting right now. How much does the steelwork or the steelworks cost? 10. Yeah, let's just get it real quick. Okay. People are hungry. I know. Everyone's hungry. I'm trying to address this, but I can't make any promises because things are scary. I'm gonna have to assign some people that are currently not doing anything. Alright. I'm gonna have to remove some... hold up. I'm gonna have to remove some over here. Sorry, Hunter's Hut. I know you guys were ready to hunt, right? Joke's on you. You're gonna have to work at the coal mine. There we go. Look at that coal mine, though. Whew. Nice. Alright. So, let's see if we can somehow live. That'd be nice, right? I'm also gonna remove some, or one dude at least, out of that Hunter's Hut. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna, like, I'm trying not to lose, right? So we should probably fix this issue. Let's put some people in the public house. Public house has been built, right? Now you guys can go for a drink after work. Let's hope that's okay. Let's hope that's enough. Alright, generator stress is very high, so let's turn that thing off, and let's turn on steam level 2 once again. I have hopefully enough coal for this thing to start running. I'm gonna have to turn on that they start working at 6, because otherwise we'll lose the game. That'll be bad, guys. Losing the game sucks. Alright, the Trill Bend. A series of gentle rolling hills begins here. There's a makeshift camp nestled between the two of them. Lost and found. A shallow depression of the bend, or by the bend, shelters a group of our people. Their supplies fell into an ice crevasse, and they made camp here to wait for help. The lost children wandered into the camp a few days ago. They're lucky we found them before they all starved. Alrighty. We're gonna, of course, escort the refugees to the city, because who would give them a map and just be that guy? You know what I mean? We don't want to do that. That sounds awful. Can you believe there's people like that? I can't. I certainly can't. We have a lot of ill people, guys. So it's almost 6 AM. Coal is gonna be salvaged, kind of. We need to get more healthcare as soon as possible. Speaking of healthcare, our medical facility should be fully utilized, or I can provide extra rations for the ill. I'm all a little hesitant with this, to be honest, guys. Hey, that's a good idea, right? Moonshine. We can give people a little bit of liquor to soothe their aching bodies and souls. Sure, just have a little bit of liquor. Hey, remember we had any troubles? We just you know, give alcohol to the people. Smart, Loco. Real smart. For some reason, that fighting arena needs to have a road connected to it as well. People are too proud to go through the snow, I suppose, which is fair enough. I'm actually gonna reassign the people over there. I'm gonna do the same on the other side. I want to destroy these workshops in just a sec. Let's actually destroy it right now. There we go. That should fix that issue. And can I also build this road? Is that... Okay, that's okay for now. Although I might need to put another care house in this area in just a little bit. Yeah, we have to be a little careful with that. But I guess for now I can just continue building that road, and that will destroy that little nuke over there too. Okay, very good. I really want to focus. So I think I've got more food right now than I can use. Hopefully, look at the amount of people arriving though. I'm secretly hoping that I'm gonna be able to provide enough food right now to the people, and I can start focusing on the other jobs instead. So I think that with this coal mine now functioning, right, I should be able to bring up my coal production quite quickly. Because coal is obviously gonna be a big deal. I'm gonna be able to get a second mine going here in just a second too. I think this is all alright. I really want to focus on healthcare though during this day if I can. Let's first off get that workshop in that area too. That'd be nice.
Get to work. Move, people. There's plenty to do.
I want to make that second coal mine here. It's very expensive, but Okay, so they have returned back to the city with some resources and also people. Let's once again send them out to watch the abandoned sawmill. How long do I have? 5 days remaining. Yeah, okay, that's probably okay. Should be alright at the very least. Now I've got 72 idle people. That's so much. Alright, so I've got a lot of ill people. This is one of my main concerns right now. Let's see if we can make some more medical posts. There we go. They're gonna be rather cold apparently, which is not ideal. What's going on here? Missing children found. Okay, they're here. Hope you guys are at the very least feeling decent about it. So they're going to be too cold. I can assign people there, but I won't really have enough. Let's make one more workshop. How many workers do I currently have? 10. You guys can start working right here in the hunter's huts as well. There we go. I hope this is gonna be enough. Obviously, I'm gonna have to assign workers over here in just a second too. I think I might have to go with the child labor law, guys. It sounds terrible, but... Sir, a doctor wants to talk to you about improving radical treatment. I was a field surgeon in the Boer War and worked with the Royal Society to reduce the rate of limbs lost in army hospitals. I believe I can revise a method that will cut the numbers of amputations during radical treatments. Alright. Yeah, sure, go ahead, sir. Alright, so... do you think we should continue onwards with this, or do you think we're in a terrible spot? Let's see if we can survive this little cold spell over here that's coming up. I'm honestly a little worried by it, but I don't see what my other options are, you know? I could restart right now, and obviously that's not a terrible idea. But yeah, I'd rather not. Because I like the struggle, you know? They brought in the Emperor himself. And the Emperor does not just back up, obviously. He doesn't back off in these kind of scenarios. He's ready to go. There's 2 engineers over here. I don't really want to have the engineers working there, to be honest with you. Alright. It's too cold over here, though, so it's inoperative. It must at least be chilly to work. So I could get the ranged upgrade. I could also get the heaters. I could do a lot of things to try and help this. I can now start building steelworks, which is very good. Do I go with steam hubs or heaters? Or the generator ranged upgrade. That's an option for now too, but I don't think I really want to get that. I found the steam hubs to be extremely helpful. I'm gonna try and see if I can use that. Alright, we should now also be able to start producing these steelworks over on that side of the city. Well done. Right, I feel like we're making the best of it. I really do. We can go ahead and destroy this little road over here now. That should be okay. I really don't think this is as bad as it looks. Well, it's not great, but I really do think that this could be much worse at the very least. We still have a lot of ill people, obviously. We're treating as many as we can. Sadly, someone died. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, Hana. Healthcare protest. Captain, our people have gathered to protest. The number of untreated sick keeps rising, but you seem to ignore the problem. I will open a medical post right away. Well, I've already opened several. But I will open up another one. And I'll assign as many people here as I can. We don't have a lot of additional engineers, though, right now coming up. So this is a little worrisome. It's a balancing act, right? So I need to make sure that these engineers really work their specialties. Alright. There's gonna be 10 refugee groups, apparently. Yeah, I think right now it's just too cold for this to be useful. Oh my god. I didn't consider that it would be too cold, guys. I did not really consider that part. We're fine as far as steel goes. We're fine as far as coal goes. We're fine as far as a lot of these things go. But here's the temperature drop. I think this may very well be game over, guys. Discontent is very high. This group has been through a lot. An avalanche at the Black Spire separated them from their friends. They beg us to help them. Sure, sure, give me more people. Bloody avalanche! Says, I don't know how to pronounce that name. Guys, we have people dropping like flies. This is really not great. Okay, let's have a look. Abandoned sawmill. That was probably a base here years ago. Now there's nothing left of it but this frozen sawmill. Alright, head on over to the Black Spire. Pick up all the people. Go. I need these steam hubs, guys. Oh my god. It's too cold. Like, I literally cannot do anything about this. It's just too freaking cold. Alright. Let's make the steam hub. First one is gonna go over here. Second one is gonna go over there. Third one is gonna go over there. That's gonna heat up most houses. Hunter gear, maybe? Sure, do it. Or medical post upgrades. Both are pretty useful. Let's just get the hunter gear for now, because it's what I can afford at this point. Let's assign some people here in the steelworks. Oh, man. Healthcare promise fulfilled. Well, I did do that. I'm trying to fix this. I think one of the few ways I can try and fix this is this job over here. I'm sorry. I didn't want to, but I think there's no real other way I can make this one work. The game essentially is telling me as well that that is what I should try and do. Even though it sounds awful, it's probably the correct call to make. Because this way I can assign more people right here to the gathering of food, right? I can make it so that most of these places are at the very least being utilized properly. There we go. I'm trying to make sure that we can have enough food here for the city to survive. Top priority. Healthcare, very important as well. More workers are arriving in just a little while. Very good stuff. Maybe I should just get more hunter huts. Another one over there. Why not? This church actually has quite a lot of range. Let me build another hunter hut right here in the back. How many am I gonna need in total? A lot. I'm gonna need quite a few of them. So hopefully, like, how many hunter huts is that, right? I need a ton. Hopefully that's gonna be enough. People are hungry. I know. I know. I can't make any promises though. That's the whole issue. Oh my god, look at discontent, guys. And I'm gonna get more discontent in just a little bit, because the fact of the matter is that I'm gonna have to turn the overdrive off. Oh my god. I've been walking on thin ice for a while. Look at the amount of people now going hunting though. Look at my coal amount going down though. Oh, this is bad actually, guys. Not only am I gonna have to turn off my generator, I'm gonna also have to turn on overdrive here, because I just don't have enough coal to survive the oh my god, to survive everything. Medical post, all of a sudden not working anymore. Since they are not automatons, they do not work throughout the night. I can't do anything, I'm out of coal. It's almost 6 AM, guys, then we're gonna be able to get more people here. We must hold out for a couple more days. I'm gonna have to lower discontent below that point over there. Okay, can I use that church ability again? I sure can. Temperature is dropping right now. But I'm gonna have to reduce discontent to 75% within 2 days. Okay. I'm assigning as many people as I can to work. It's important that we don't mess this up. Oh my god, so many ill people.
Time to get to work.
Strangers on the horizon, another group has reached our city. On their way, they're spotted a ship at some distance away from the landing site. We should investigate. Sure, let's keep investigating. Alright, I have managed to apparently lower discontent once again, but that's mostly because of the temperature increase. There's the Black Spire. The Black Spire is composed of ancient volcanic rock. At its base, a shallow depression offers protection from the wind. A group of people are here. Alright, escort them to the city. Bring them back. Do you think we're gonna have enough food? The hunters came back, right? Have they eaten all that food that quickly? Alright, so yeah, there is indeed a need for more food than what I've got right now. And more people are continuously arriving. It's kind of insane, to be honest. Alright. With more people arriving again, right? This all means that I am gonna have to assign them to their duties. I'm gonna have to make sure that they work jobs. I've got a lot of amputated people as well. Eventually, I'm gonna have to, let's turn on Steam level 1 instead. I think that's fine, right? Okay, yeah. I think that's okay. Eventually, though, I'm gonna have to have something to continuously, like, research. I really want more scouts. Let's get more scouts out. Temperature is gonna drop again in a little while. Child crushed by a machine. That's the lumber gathering over there? Alright. Save the kid. Try. Try and save it. Alright, well at the very least everyone has a job. Some people are prohibited, which is too bad. But at the very least this is going decently. Now we have quite a lot of wood again. I also have a bunch of homeless people. So let's make sure we get all of this organized as soon as possible. Obviously, always within the radius of the church if I can. So that's 4 right there. Man, there's so many people coming. It's a little insane, honestly. Alright, that should do. Keep in mind though, I'm gonna have to upgrade most of these houses as well, right? Tents are nice and all, but I'm gonna have to upgrade the majority of them to proper houses and bunk houses and whatnot eventually too. It's gonna make life very difficult. Hope is at an all-time low. Discontent is extremely high. I can turn on the overdrive for a little bit. Usually that sort of melts away discontent for a while. Hope once again keeps dropping though. I'm trying my best, guys.
It's off time.
I'm really trying. A drunken outburst. Captain, one of our workers has gotten drunk and now he's scaring people. I do not have faith keepers, so hope will fall slightly. Do you see my hope bar right there at the bottom of the screen? How am I supposed to get enough food to feed all these people? Like, I've assigned, like, half my population to food gathering. Okay, the child has been rescued. Hope goes up, right? Good. Urgent need for treatment. I will build another medical post because there's no other option. You're not really giving me an option. It's just that I don't have enough engineers to assign them to do anything. Do you think just simply putting a couple dudes from this workshop in there is already enough? That was not enough. I have to once again open another medical post. Make it even more inefficient. Sure. That sounds great. This is why these people don't run the town. So all my engineers are pretty much working over at the medical post right now, with only 10 of them dedicated to research. Maybe I should slow down the amount of research that we have, to be honest. More people are arriving once again. Come here, boys. Get over here. So these people are immediately going to be assigned right here to the gathering of food as well. Gonna have to try and get all of that organized as soon as possible. I wish I had more for them to do, but there's not really that much. Okay, there's a lot of people currently hanging out there, which is good. Overdrive once again needs to be turned off. I'm not gonna be able to turn it on anymore. The avalanche survivors have been found. Captain, the refugees who survived the avalanche at the Black Spire have reached our city. They have finally been reunited with their friends. Hope rises. Just a little bit though, not too much, guys. Imagine having too much hope. No, no, no. No such thing allowed. Alright. Oh my god. Can I just assign workers here? Is that gonna help? The generator is shutting down. I'm out of coal. Final warning. The people are desperate. Sir, people are talking openly about overthrowing you. Bereft of hope, rather, they see no future for our city and they blame you for that. What should we do? We must hold on for a couple more days. I need to raise hope. There's not much else I can do. The fact of the matter is that I'm trying my hardest, but just because I had that really bad start, it makes it really hard to actually play this one out properly. Generator is shutting down though, and hope is already extremely low. Because the temperature is, you know, minus 40 degrees, I need to have that generator on. I guess the efficiency in these workplaces is just absolutely awful. Is that... Yeah, a lot of them just simply aren't working. Oh my god, the generator's shutting down. Heating is off. I'm once again getting a little bit of temperature once again. We can sign another one of these laws to try and continue fixing this, but I really feel like this is going from bad to worse. One way I can try and bring hope back up, right, is by signing additional laws over here. That might be my best option. Each of these uses raises hope and lowers discontent. It costs food rations though, which I don't have. Alright, shrines raise the hope of people working nearby and increases the efficiency in nearby workplaces. Okay, let's see how this works. So I've not done this before, but one shrine near all of these working areas would be very useful. Okay. Sadly, it doesn't work for the hunters. 10 people? Dude, people are dropping like flies. I'm trying to think if I'm starting to think that maybe the way that I was playing this one out isn't the most amazing way, but... The shrines have been erected. People feel encouraged to pray more often. Hope goes up. Can I use that ability in the church yet? Not yet. I have to open another medical post, which has already been built. It's just that since so many of my engineers have died, I can't really employ enough people to even work here in the first place. Convince the people to trust you again. It's just that everyone just sort of has been dying a lot, right? That's mostly because people are hungry and a lot of people are sick. I've only got 33 engineers, guys. That's nothing. Sir, people started leaving personal charms, beads, and written prayers at shrines as votive offerings. It seems to help them keep their spirits up in these trying times. Well, trying times indeed. So that coal mine is very efficient. That one is doing decently. Okay, luckily my healthcare problem has been fulfilled because I basically reassigned everyone. I wonder if this is just already the biggest issue though, right? So the problem is... The problem is that I need more engineers. I think there's a limited amount of engineers you get, and I don't have any more. There's not a whole lot I can change about that, right? I'm not sure. Alright, medical post upgrade. Let's get it. Heal people 10% faster. Sounds useful. So people are being treated right now. I can get another one of these upgrades. I got my next group of scouts ready to go. We're still surviving, guys. We're still making it past all of this. Kind of. We're trying. We're trying at the very least. Okay. How many workers do I need for the scouting party? 5 only, right? Okay, yeah. You guys start scouting the other end, okay? So the Hanged Man Hill and the Broken Tree. You guys start scouting the other end. So at the very least, we're gonna be able to eventually discover everything that there is to discover. And then we'll assign more and more people once again to all of the steelworks and the whatnots that are around here. People have homes. People are kind of eating food. Kind of. Somewhat. Right? Which is good. Discontent is pretty low, all things considered. I should be able to use this ability in just a little bit. So that way, within a day and 10 hours, I'm gonna be able to bring my hope back up to a decent amount. There's a big temperature drop coming up very soon though, and that's something that we do have to worry about. Alright, the other group of people have just arrived in the city. We can immediately assign the majority of them once again to the gathering of food, which I think is needed. If I'm gonna be able to cure most of these people, we should be okay. Healthcare is super bad though, the efficiency over here, look at that. Is that just because they don't have enough people working in each and every one of them? I really feel like you need to assign enough people in here, right? So, yeah, people are praying, disposing of corpses and all kinds of other things, which is bad. People are hungry. I know, I'm trying. I can't do anything about that. I've assigned so many people to the gathering of food that I don't think there's much I can change about this. Maybe I can get more engineers by giving my amputees a better way of you know, living life. Once again, the generator is shutting down, guys. I don't get enough income here on my coal mines. I can sign another law once again. Is there something I can do over here? Field kitchens. Ooh, raises the temperature of nearby workplaces by 1 level. Oh, snap! Each field kitchen will provide people working nearby with hot meals to keep them warm. Whoa, that's super useful. Whoa, alright. So you're saying I can keep all of these... Wait, is this considered a workplace? No, sadly this is not considered a workplace. I thought maybe the healthcare is supposed to be a workplace, but apparently according to the game it's not. For those of you that work in healthcare, I'm sorry, it's just what the game is telling us. Okay. Well, if this one is only gonna touch that part, I may as well push it over a little more. There we go. Gonna have to build at least 2 of them. I keep running out of coal, which is interesting, because I got my coal mines. Do you think there's actually another coal mine somewhere? I hope not. There's not another coal mine somewhere, right? No, it doesn't look like it. So only 2 coal mines on this one. That's tricky. Temperature is shutting down. How much do I need to turn this one on? 12 coal. People are once again working. And at the very least, it's gonna make life manageable, I think, but I don't get enough coal income right now. People are dropping like guys. You hear that like ding every time? At least my wood production, right, which is one of my main issues earlier, is going well. I have to put people in the field kitchens as well. Oh, I didn't consider that part. Number of resources required daily to maintain this building's operation. Oh, snap. For some reason, I did not consider that. Hope once again rises. I've only got 1 day remaining to fix this one. Since, sir, one of our men insists on living on the street. We've brought him to you so that maybe you can talk some sense into him. Look, sir, everything I ever had earned, everything I ever had, I earned myself. I'll be damned if I take up space under a roof when I have no way to pay for it. And since I've lost my hand, I can't work, so that's that. He turns to leave, but hesitates, then sighs. There were homes for people like me in New London. I will have to build a care house. 'Cause I cannot deny anything. I have 11 hours remaining to bring up hope. I can use this thing, which will give people a little bit more hope, right? We do have food right now, by the way. Food no longer seems to be a thing that people are too worried about, which is nice. Oh, snap. What? The generator has been damaged and it's going to blow. We can fix it, but only a child is small enough to fit into its mechanisms. What? That is so bad. Alternatively, a steam core could be used to shunt some pressure from the damaged assembly. I'm gonna use a steam core to fix it. What do you mean all of a sudden this thing is gonna blow? What is up with that ridiculous thing? By the way, guys, I feel like this doesn't really matter anyway. My steam level is very low, but the temperature drops are coming up, and there is 0 chance that I can figure this one out. Apparently there is, apparently there's a way for me to get more steam cores over here. The chest we found contains an engineer's tools and death note. You lured me here with promises, kept me in the dark, told my wife I died. You're beyond contempt. I hope you enjoyed my farewell gift. It seems that the people it was intended for never read the note, and we can only hope that we don't become the recipients of whatever the gift was that it left for them. We're gonna take the man's tools and look around in Lone Boulder, but guys, I cannot raise my hope. I've got 3 hours to do so. I can also not complete this quest. I've got 14 hours to do so. I cannot really produce a care house even because I still need to pass that law. I've tried my very best, and I feel like I've done a decent job. But my time has come. Banishing him won't save us, says Andrew, but it's a relief. Lucky bastard, he'll die quick. You are banished. A band of grim men escort you under the generator. The waiting crowd is silent. People observe you as you pass. Their faces blank as though they were watching snow fall. You are summarily judged and spared the death sentence in recognition of your efforts. you are banished from the city itself. So they decided to banish the Emperor. So I've spent the last couple of minutes thinking about how I can start this game up properly in the next episode. I feel like overall my building layout and whatnot was fine, but the main issue that I ran into very quickly was the amount of wood that it requires to run this town. I also briefly contemplated going with the hut houses rather than the hunter huts, but I think hunter huts, considering the amount of people that I have, is probably the way to go. So here's what I've got, okay? As far as laws go, I want to pass the child jobs law for the safe jobs first, then work towards the 24-hour shift, and then obviously the extended shift, so we can make sure that people can work for a long time in the earlier stages of the game. And I think afterwards, we want to make sure we get soup as well. As far as the research goes, I want to get faster gathering. So I guess it's like a 33% additional gathering or something, or 10%, I'm not entirely sure. Regardless, then the beacon, then the sawmill, which is an important difference, then the hunter's gear, and then the steam hub, and eventually tier 2. But I think I really, I rushed out the wall drill, which was fine. You could see the amount of wood that I had at the previous attempt near the end of it, but I didn't have a lot of the early game research, and I feel like it really hurt me quite a bit. I once again do want to focus on the faith research, you know? I want to make sure that I once again can become a god. But I feel like if I'm going to utilize field kitchens, I really have to make sure that I build most of my production structures and shrines and whatnot relatively close together. So maybe I should put the workshops just like one ring closer and then have like the absolute outer ring dedicated to hunter huts. I think judging by everything, I'm probably gonna need to dedicate, I don't know, like probably a third to half my city just on gathering food, because we did not have even remotely enough. I really need to prioritize the food gathering, the healthcare, as well as the amount of wood that we're getting, because you run out of lumber very, very easily. There's a ton of plans. If you have any recommendations, let me know down below in the comments section of the video, because in the next episode, we are once again gonna restart in the exact same game. And this time around, we will have to make sure they do not depose the Emperor. For now though, I want to thank you for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile, alright? And I'll see you once again in the next episode.